We learnt poem number 1, Benjamin Jones Go Swimming. I think you people understood it. Today we shall begin lesson number 1, the Heavenly Parasol. Before going to the lesson, let us see a meaningful thought. That is, always think positive. The meaning of the thought is, if we think in a positive way, we will be happy and we will make others also happy. Okay, students, let us move towards the lesson. The title of the lesson is The Heavenly Parasol. Now, let us see the meaning of heavenly. Heavenly means the things that are connected to the religious idea. Now, let us see the meaning of parasol. Parasol means it is an object like an umbrella. See here children, this is the picture of parasol. It is looking like an umbrella. But there is a difference between a parasol and umbrella. Parasols are used only to protect people from the sun. They are made from fabric that may not be waterproof. My dear students, Hindu gods are using the parasol as a sign of royalty. Parasol is a symbol of power and dignity. Students, overall meaning of the title is this parasol belongs to God. Now, let us see the pre-reading task. Students, first I shall read, then I shall explain it. Mace is a simple weapon. It has a heavy wooden or metal shaft, often reinforced, means strengthened with metal, featuring a head made of stones, copper, bronze, iron or steel. It was used in traditional warfare. For example, Bhima and Duryodhana fought with maces in Mahabharata war. Here, the meaning of mace is a heavy club with a spiked metal head. Okay, now let us see the meaning of this pre-reading task. See here children, this is the picture of mace. It is very heavy, made up of wooden or metal. Its head is made up of iron, steel or copper. We can see mace in Mahabharata and Ramayana. In Ramayana, Lord Hanuman is carrying a gold mace. Mace is a symbolic of moral and spiritual values. Students, mace is the main weapon of Hindu god Hanuman. In Mahabharata, the fighters Bhima, Duryodhana are considered to be masters of the mace. We can see the mace in the traditional warfare. And the word for mace in Kannada is Gade and in Sanskrit Gada. In Sanskrit Gada. Okay, my dear students, now we came to know the meaning of mace. Now let us see the lesson. The Heavenly Parasol is a story of a noble king, Meghavahana. He was blessed with the heavenly parasol by the gods. Now let us see in detail how he was blessed by the god with heavenly parasol. Now I shall read first para, then I shall explain it. There was once a beautiful princess in the town of Pragga Jyotisha called Amritaprabha. When she came of age, the king held a Swayamvara. Means in ancient India, there was a practice of choosing a husband from among a list of suitors by a girl of marriageable age. To enable her to choose her husband, many illustrious means famous suitors. Suitors means a person who came to marry. Lured means attracted by tales of Amritaprabha's beauty assembled there. See here children, this is the picture of Amritaprabha. Now let us see the meaning of this para. Once upon a time there was a princess named Amritaprabha in the town of Pragga Jyotisha. When she reached the age of marriage, her father had arranged Swayamvara and invited so many famous suitors to his kingdom. Many famous suitors gathered. They all heard the story of Amritaprabha's beauty and they wanted to marry her. Okay students, let us move to second para. Among them was Meghavahana, the great grandson of former, means previously king of Kashmir. Amritaprabha shyly cast her eyes over the court and wondered whom she would choose. To Meghavahana's surprise, the princess stopped before him and put the garland around his neck. He rose, means get up, to his feet, unable to contain his joy. Okay, now let us see the meaning of this para. So many famous suitors gathered. Among them was Meghavahana. He was the great grandson of former king of Kashmir. Amrita Prabha entered the courtroom holding a garland in her hand, and she was shyly seeing the suitors, and she was confused whom to choose her husband. At last she stopped near Meghavahana and put garland around his neck. Finally, Amrita Prabha chose Meghavahana as her husband. At that time, Meghavahana was very happy. See here, children, this is the picture of Swayamvara. Here, so many suitors are standing, and here Meghavahana is standing, and Amrita Prabha is standing in front of him, and she is holding a garland, and at last she chose Meghavahana as her husband. Okay, now let us see third para. The couple moved forward to seek the king's blessings as the king stepped down from his throne. The priest cried out in surprise, "Your Honor, the parasol of Varna has cast its shadow over the prince." See here, children, here exclamatory mark is there. This is the sentence of exclamatory. Exclamatory means it shows sudden feelings. Okay, now let us see the meaning of this para. When they got married, they went to take the blessings of the king. King means here Amrita Prabha's father. When king get up from his throne, at that time the priest screamed in shock that the parasol of Varna had cast its shadow over the prince. The meaning of shadow is a dark area or shape produced by a thing between rays of lights and a surface. And here the priest screamed that the parasol of Varna casting its shadow over the prince. Okay. Fourth one. "It is true," exclaimed the king, "my son, you are favored." Favored means liked by the gods. Fifth one. Meghavahana looked up in surprise, wondering at the meaning of these words. All at once he saw by his side a beautiful dazzling means shining with brightness, with white parasol, with exquisite means extremely beautiful, decorated, that was casting its shadow over him. Okay, students, let us see the meaning of fourth and fifth para. When the priest screamed in wonder, that time king saw the parasol casting over Meghavahana, and he said, "My son, you are liked by the gods." At that time Meghavahana was in shock and surprised at the words of king and priest. Suddenly he saw a white parasol which was very attractive and shining and decorated with beautiful flowers. See here, children, here I had shown in the picture that it is a white parasol totally decorated with beautiful flowers. Now let us move to sixth para. This is the parasol of Varna, the lord of the seas, explained the king. It casts its shadow on none else but a sovereign, means person holding highest power of the whole world. You are appointed for glory. Glory means honor won by notable achievements, and brilliance. Brilliance means Brilliance means what, children, here? Intelligence. Now, seventh one. Dazed means confused. By these portents means a sign, and by his good fortune, Meghavahana brought his bride and the divine parasol back home. Okay, now let us see the meaning of sixth and seventh. The king told to Meghavahana, this parasol belongs to God Varuna, and he is the lord of seas. It will cast its shadow only on supreme and intelligent people. Listening the words of King, Meghavahana was confused. He thought that it was a signal for his good luck. So he took the parasol and with Amrita Prabha he came back to Kashmir. Now, 8th para. Upon his return, the ministers of the Kashmir court sought to find him out and offered the throne to him. We are dissatisfied with our present ruler. They said, he has dedicated himself to a life of prayer, and the affairs of the kingdom lie neglected. The people suffer because of this. Your noble character and bravery are well known in these parts. Honor us and the land by accepting our offer. Now, students, let us see the meaning of 8th para. See here, when Meghavahana came back to Kashmir, the ministers of Kashmir came to meet him. They told that they are not happy with the present ruler because he had committed his life to the devotion and he was not taking care of the people. So the people are suffering, and the people said, we heard that you are very intelligent and courageous person. So we had decided to make you the king of Kashmir. So please accept our proposal and honor us. Now let us move to the 9th para. Meghavahana became the king of Kashmir. Soon he proclaimed, declared, a law against the killing of living beings. It became his ambition to conquer other kingdoms, to impose means force, this law on them as well. Now let us see the meaning of 9th para. Meghavahana accepted their offer and he became the king of Kashmir. First he made a rule that no one should kill living beings in his kingdom, because in those days people were killing the living beings in the name of sacrifice. Then he made it as his goal and he wanted to follow the rule in other kingdoms also. So he decided to defeat other kingdoms. Now let us move to 10th para. While on expedition journey with a particular aim near the sea, the king told his very tired army to rest in the shade of some plum groves, a group of plum trees, and I must use this time to plan a way to conquer the island of Lanka. He thought it is the land of demons and needs to be taught the ways of peace. But how will I cross the great seas with my army? See here, children, this is the picture of plum groves and this is the picture of a sea. Now let us see the meaning of 10th para. When Meghavahana decided to defeat other kingdoms, he started his journey with his army and reached near a sea. It was very difficult in those days to cross the sea, and the army was also tired, so he told the army to take rest near the plum trees. And he started planning to go for Lanka. And the Lanka was the land of demons, and he needs to be taught the ways of peace. Okay, children, now let us move to the 11th para. All of a sudden, there was a cry in the air. It seemed to come from a wood. Wood means small forest. By the shore, not far from where the royal horses were tethered. Means tied with a rope. The cry came again, and the king heard the plaintive, means sounding sad. Even under Meghavahana's rule, I have been slain, means killed violently. Okay, children, now let us see the meaning of 11th para. When the king and his army taking rest near the sea, that time he heard a cry in the air. It came from the small forest. The royal horses were tied near the plum groves. The cry came again and again, but the king ignored. But when he heard a painful cry, that even under Meghavahana's rule, I have been killed violently. What he heard, children? Even under Meghavahana's rule, I have been killed violently. Now, let us move to 12th para. In his hesitation, means disturbed mind, the king did not wait to summon, means to call his officers, but he ran towards the wood, plunging, means rushing into danger. Through the undergrowth, he fought his way till he came to a clearing. Therefore, him was a temple of Chandika with some sort means kind human sacrifice in progress. On the steps, a man lay on the ground, his arms raised for mercy, means kindness, and menacing, means threatening, looking barbarian stood over him, brandishing, means showing his sword. Okay, children, now let us see the meaning of 12th para. When he heard the cry, he was upset. He did not call any of his minister and ran towards the forest to see who have been killing violently in his kingdom. You all know he made the rule that no one should kill living beings in his kingdom. At last he reached a Durga temple. There he saw a kind of human sacrifice. A man was lying on the steps of the temple. He was afraid and crying for kindness. And he saw another person holding a sword in his hand. He was a barbarian, means uncivilized person. See here, children, in the picture I had shown you the temple of Durga, and here see, a man was lying on the steps and he was crying for the mercy, and another man, he was trying to kill the man in the name of sacrifice. At that time Meghavahana arrived there. Here see, a man was lying, a man was holding a sword, and here Meghavahana arrived and he was trying to stop the killing of the man. Okay, now let us move to 13th para. Stop, cried the king, shocked at the sight. You wretch, means unhappy person, you dare threaten another's life in my realm, means kingdom. The barbarian dropped his sword in terror, terror means fear, and fell on his knees before the king. O noble one, have mercy. I am the leader of troop of barbarians, means uncultured person, that live in this wood. My little son has fallen prey. An animal that prey means an animal that is hunted and killed by another for food to some disease, and he is on his deathbed. If I kill this man, the gods will pleased and save my son's life. If you prevent this sacrifice, my son dies and the rest of my troop will give up their lives with him. Okay, children. Now let us see the meaning of 13th para. Seeing this, Meghavana got angry. He started scolding Barbarian and asked him, "How dare you are killing a human being in my kingdom? You know, I made a rule that no one should kill living beings in my kingdom." And the barbarian came to know he was a king. And that time the barbarian threw the sword and fell on his knees. And he started crying and saying, "O honest king, show kindness on me. I am the leader of this barbarian gang living in this small forest. My son is in serious condition. If I kill this man, the god Durga will please and she will save my son's life. If you stop this sacrifice, my son will die. With him, my group people will also die." Like this, the barbarian requested the king. Now let us see what the king will do. Now moving towards the 14th para. The king glanced, means take a look, towards a bundle on the temple porch, a covered shelter. The meaning of porch is a covered shelter. And presumed, means be arrogant, it to be the sacrificed boy. His heart was torn with confusion and compassion, means willingness to help others. Now let us see the meaning of 14th para. At that time the king saw quickly at the steps of temple, and there he saw a man crying to and requesting him to save his life. Seeing this, the king was puzzled and feeling sad for that person. Now let us see 15th para. "This man whom you desire to protect," continued the barbarian, "was wandering about alone and friendless in the forest. Is he of more value to you than this child with whom many persons are connected?" Okay, children. Now let us see the meaning of 15th para, what the barbarian was saying to the king. See here. At that time, barbarian said to the king, "Why you are saving the victim? He is alone. He has no family and friends. But with my son, so many people are connected." Like this, barbarian requested to the king. Now let us see 16th para. The victim. The meaning of victim is here a living creature killed and offered as a religious creature. Sat crying on the ground, a look of terror on his face. Tears fell from the barbarian's eyes. "Sir, tell me what to do," he cried. "I cannot see my son suffer this way." Okay, children, now let us see the meaning of 16th para. The victim has fears on his face and the barbarian was crying and requesting the king what to do. That he said that he cannot see his son's suffering. Again and again the barbarian was requesting the king what to do because he can't see his son's suffering. Okay, children. Now 17th para. The king spoke firmly, means power or strength. "Do not be distressed. I will save your son as well as this victim. I offer my body in sacrifice to Chandika. Kill me, O barbarian. May these two persons live." Okay, children, let us see the meaning of 17th para. See here. Listening to barbarian, the king started speaking in a loud voice because he was very angry and said, "Do not be upset. I offer my body to Goddess Durga and I shall save your son as well as the victim." Like this, the king said to barbarian that he was ready to offer his body to save the victim as well as his son. Okay, children. Now let us move to 18th para. The barbarian struggling between incredulity means unable to believe something and fear took a step backwards. "Sir, you are the king. Your life should be protected at all times. Do not pity this victim. Let him die. His life is of no significance," means important. Now let us see the meaning. When the king said he will offer his body to God to save his son as well as the victim, that time the barbarian was confused between disbelief and fear. He at once moved back and said, "You are the king and your life is very important to the kingdom. So, you should be protected." Then he said, "Why you are protecting this victim? Let him die. There is no importance for his life because he is alone. He has no family and friends and he was wandering in the forest." Now, listening this, what the king will say, let us see in 19th para. The king shook his head impatiently, means in a way that shows irritation. "If I can use my body to stop a killing, why should I not? Do not speak another word, kill me." Okay, children, now let us see the meaning of this para. When the king heard barbarian's word, he was very angry. He told the barbarian, "If I can use my body to stop killing, why not I?" And angrily he said, "Don't talk anything, come and kill me." Like this, the king ordered barbarian to kill him because he wanted to save the victim. Now, children, I think till here you people understood. Now, remaining part of the lesson, let us discuss in next video.